And as you can imagine, it will be a long night for snowplow drivers since the snow is expected to keep falling through tomorrow morning.
12 News reporter Sheena Lasciuto spoke with a local snow management company. She joins us now live in Smithfield with their take on the storm. Sheena?
Well, right now we're live in Smithfield at the old parking lot of the old Benny's that used to be here. And we want to show you just how much snow is sticking at the moment. We want to try to visualize this for you. I have a shovel. Let's see how it goes. So clearly, we can pick up quite a bit right now, but we're going to leave this to the professionals. And who exactly takes care of all this? We got a behind the scenes look earlier tonight. Here comes the snow. With much of the region expected to be covered in white come morning time, we got to look at how one snow removal company prepares for a big night like this.
We're about to get hit with about 8 to 12 inches of snow.
That's Jason Case, CEO of Case Snow Management based out of North Attleboro. He says his company has been hard at work for days, already cleaning up in other parts of the country and getting ready now for Mother Nature's wrath here at home.
I've been here since 6 this morning, and I probably will go until, for a good probably 24, 48 hours nonstop.
Adam Boaz gives a glimpse into what it's like being out there when the rest of the world is being advised to stay off the roads.
In a V position to clear snow.
He says it's usually nonstop, going from customer to customer. Things like businesses that are open 24/7 are usually plowed first.
Nothing better than being out at like 3 in the morning when no one else is on the road and the snow's coming down. It's definitely stressful. And people don't always see that with plow drivers. There's a lot you're doing. Your phone's ringing, messages are going, and then you got to drive the truck. So it's challenging, but it's definitely fun, and it's definitely an experience that you write in your mind. So
he'll be working in Rhode Island tonight as parking lots like this begin transforming into blankets of white. Now, I'll be monitoring these conditions for the next few hours, so we do hope to catch up with some of those plow drivers later tonight. But for now, we are just kind of taking a look at what is happening right in front of us. This snow is pretty soft but packable, and it is kind of falling down in big flakes. We'll bring you any updates as we see them. For now, we're live in Smithfield. I'm Sheena Lasciuto, 12 News.
Thank you, Sheena. The snowstorm having an obvious impact on travel, too. 12 News reporter Rob Nesbitt went to TF Green Airport earlier tonight and joins us now live in South Kingstown with more on what it looks like down there. Rob?
Hi there. Yeah, it looks like in the last hour the wind is the big issue. It's really starting to pick up. I'm in a very open area next to a parking lot, and it's just blowing snow into me as we're standing here for this live shot. There's trees off to my left. You can hear the wind whipping, and off to my right is an intersection, and cars are really struggling if they have to stop for a red light to get the momentum to get going again. Travel has been a big issue with this storm. It's only going to get worse as the night goes on. The first snowy nor'easter of the season is officially here, and with it comes difficult travel conditions. Wynn Hames always remembers 2 rules of the road when he has to drive in the snow.
Drive slow, pay attention to other people. That's the 2 biggest things.
Hames saw that as much of a foot of snow was possible Wednesday night into Thursday morning. He decided to make a trip from his home in Narragansett to a local gas station to prepare.
Well, I'm getting gas for my generator. We've got just about everything else done. So that's the last thing to do is get ready in case the power goes out.
National Grid says they have extra crews ready to help restore power if any outages are caused by the snow and wind. Those elements are why TF Green Airport is empty Wednesday. No departing flights listed on their boards, and all arriving flights are in the red as canceled. Amtrak's train schedule also has cancellations listed into Thursday night. Everyone seems to have an opinion about the first storm of the season. Hames says that at 76 years old, he's used to it, but not fond of it.
I'm not particularly fond of it anymore. My younger days, I might have enjoyed it a lot more, but as you get older, it's more of a pain in the butt than anything else.
Some safety tips, of course, tonight. Best advice, stay home. Don't go out on the roads. If you do have to for some reason, take Hames' advice, take it slow. Also, a lot of plow truck drivers are out tonight, as Sheena was telling you, both city and state trucks. We've seen it out here on Route 1 and this road behind me as well. Don't crowd them. They're busy doing their job. Give them plenty of space. Reporting live in South Kingstown, I'm Rob Nesbitt, 12 News.
Thank you, Rob. Looking ahead to tomorrow, several Rhode Island DMV branches will be closed. The DMV says the offices in Middletown, South Kingstown, and Woonsocket will be closed. They're planning to open the Cranston headquarters for appointments only. However, the DMV is encouraging anyone with an appointment to reschedule for another day.
Moving to Massachusetts, where the Department of Transportation is deploying 3,800 pieces of snow fighting equipment to cover more than 15,000 miles of roadway. 12 News reporter Brittany Schaefer joins us now live from Fall River with an update on the conditions there. Brittany?
Well, Mike Shannon, behind me is a mountain of salt where we have seen plow truck after plow truck here at the Fall River Department of Public Works getting more and more salt as the snow starts to fall at a faster rate. The Massachusetts Department of Transportation urging residents to stay off the roads Wednesday night and Thursday. Fall River resident Leo Texera is listening to their warning while also planning for fun.
I'll be home for most of the morning having some hot chocolate and coffee and then come and play in the snow for a little bit.
Texera has lived in Massachusetts for decades and says this is the high snow totals he's used to.
We've been very fortunate the last few years. We've gotten very little bit of snow, and I think we're going to pay for it now.
Fall River will have up to 170 pieces of snow removal equipment on the roads tonight. Director of Community Maintenance John Perry tells me they started pre-treating roads Tuesday and continued through the first hour of snowfall. He says a storm like this is all hands on deck.
By 10 or 11 o'clock, we could have snow rates of 1 inch to 2 inches an hour. At that point, it's very difficult to keep up with. So we try to keep the mains and the hills open so people can get where they need to go if they have to, and then we get to the smaller secondaries after that.
Perry tells me this is the first big snowstorm southeastern Mass has seen in years, and that can pose challenges for them.
Mechanical issues are always a problem. This is the really first storm of the year, so you're going to have those breakdowns. But outside of that, everybody's kind of geared up and actually excited about it.
And stick with 12 News now as we continue our snowstorm coverage. Tony will be back with an in-depth look at your forecast in a few minutes, and we'll check in again with Rob, Brittany, and Sheena for more updates as the night moves on.
Meteorologist Michelle Muscatello will be in for 12 News this morning starting at 4:30 right here on WPRI 12. And your only local news coverage from 7 to 9 a.m. is over on Fox Providence. And for the latest on flight cancellations, school closures, parking bans, and more, head over to WPRI.com or the WPRI 12 News app.